good fish right
Excited by the outdoors and driven by my love of travel, I'm on a mission to roam the globe looking for adventure. I want to inspire you to push your limits and get out of your comfort zone and explore the outdoors. Get ready to join me on Let's Take It Outside. Florida's Space Coast is a lot more than just beautiful beaches, Ron John Surf Shop, and space shuttle launches. We're going to take you over to some fresh water for some epic bass fishing right here in Florida's Space Coast.
Let's Take It Outside is brought to you by Visit Space Coast. A trip to Florida's Space Coast is more than just a vacation, it's an adventure.
So we just got out on the lake, and today I'm doing something a little bit different, out of my comfort zone. I am going bass fishing, and I'm here with Captain Kenney and of course JT. And JT is one of the premier bass fishermen, along with Kenney over here in Brevard County. You also host your own TV show, and you do a lot of commentary for bass fishing as well. Tell everybody a little bit about that.
So I do a lot of the major league fishing. I commentate all their tournaments basically. We go out to Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's where our studio is, and the tournaments are all over the country, everywhere. But no matter where the tournaments are, I go to Tulsa. We have a really nice studio out there, and we basically cover the tournament for 6 days. There's 6-day tournaments.
Wow.
And we cover the tournament all the time. I'm on TV about 1,300 hours a year. So
That's
it's
a lot.
Yeah, stuff. So we do that, and then for 24 years I was on the pro bass tours, between Bassmaster and Major League Fishing.
That's a lot of miles when you're out doing
Yeah,
that.
it
I mean,
has
you're
been.
bouncing around, you're never home. I mean, it's just incredible.
The cool thing about it is, though, of all that traveling, some of the best bass fishing I've ever experienced is right here just south of Palm Bay. Right here. To me right now, this is the mecca between Headwaters and Stick Marsh, and we have a couple other places, Garcia, Three Forks Marsh. Like, there's so many different lakes around here that have awesome but different habitat in them. So every one of them's kind of fishing. You're bass fishing, but you're
But
fishing
it's a little bit different.
It is.
Yeah,
It
and you're
is.
going to fish a little different style. And a little bit about Brevard County. A lot of people think, as they should, the Space Coast and the beaches and the saltwater fishing, along with all the other things that come along with it. But one thing they don't really understand, like you were saying, is the freshwater fishing here. And it's some of the best in the state of Florida and all around.
It is. In the whole world it is. And the neat thing about it is you brought up, we call it this place the Space Coast because of Cape Canaveral and the Space Force Station. We actually had a Falcon 9 Heavy launch this morning when I was pulling out of my house to come down here.
I heard about that.
To film this show. I heard that rumbling, and I ran outside real quick. It was a little too cloudy to actually see it, but it's only about 30 miles from my house, and I mean, it shakes the house when it goes up. If you ever come down here, go bass fishing, if you can time it when there's a launch, that's just something you don't
get a
see
little
all
bit
the
of
time.
everything.
Exactly.
I know. This is like one of the few places that you can get it. Look, I see him like busting over here right on the water. Now, you've fished out here, and Kenney, you are here. You pretty much live on this lake. I don't even know. I think he lives in his bass boat. I'm not really sure. Do you even have a home?
I do.
Yeah.
I'm not there very much.
I
but
know, you're not there very much. What's some of the big, bass that you've caught out here, and what did you catch them on? I know ask a bass fisherman.
You do a lot more live bait fishing, like what's the biggest
so
you guys have caught?
The biggest my clients have caught is 12 pounds, 9 ounces.
Yep.
Wow.
I've caught a 12, 14, just under, I haven't caught a teener yet, but I've got 3 over 12.
Right?
Okay. Well, I think fishing with both of you guys, I have a pretty good shot at some nice fish today for sure.
So.
Yeah, I'm excited. And again, we just want to shine the light on the freshwater fishing over here in Brevard County, because today, I hope it's going to be on the hook. first cast out here. Kenny's getting us set up, and we are what they call shiner fishing. Par for the course for my show, doing something I've never done before. Of course, I've bass fished before, but just with artificials and lures and things like that. I'm feeling pretty good about this though, actually, because it's similar to what we're doing when we're inshore fishing over on my coast for trout, redfish, snook, putting a live bait on. We've got a cork out there, and now it's wait for the bite. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Nice one. How cool. I mean, you can just see the bite on top of the water.
That was awesome.
That's so awesome.
Another nice one.
Bring them up here. Bring them to you. There you go. Haven't soaked a bait more than like 2-3 minutes. They're swimming around, and this is a hot spot right here. This is awesome. Another beautiful fish. Seeing that bite, that's just incredible. So exciting. I think I'm hooked on bass fishing, yeah. The action, pretty quick, so that makes it so much more fun. I love it.
Speaking of the action being pretty quick.
Hold on. It's a miracle. I think JT got one.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just kidding. Right?
Doubles.
Double hookups again.
How about that?
Here we go. Oh yeah, they're getting bigger.
That's a decent one.
Look, I think we're 20.
That's hey, that's pretty fun when you both catch them that quick
check
like that.
Look at that. Nice, nice fish.
Awesome.
Man, the bite is on
It
fire
is,
here.
it's good.
This is the best place I've ever bass fished, I'm not gonna lie. This is fun.
It's a special place.
Yeah, it is.
Stay tuned in. You won't want to miss what's coming up as we get up close and personal with wild manatees and dolphins kayaking
Really
on
excited.
Florida's Space
We're
Coast.
exploring a destination that I haven't been to before.
Let's Take It Outside is brought to you by Visit St. Pete Clearwater, home of America's best beaches. Let's shine. Shepherd's Beach Resort, Tampa Bay area's #1 entertainment and beachfront resort. Fisherman's Ideal Supply House, St. Pete, Florida, family owned and operated, your one-stop boating and fishing shop. Dock Forge Rum Bar and Grill, fresh seafood, cool drinks, and waterfront views. Come visit our 4 Florida locations. A vacation on a plate.
I'm really excited because we're exploring a destination that I haven't been to before, which is the Thousand Islands over here on the Space Coast. And we're gonna get up close and personal because we're gonna do some kayaking. I'm with Finn Expeditions, and this is Ian. He is our pro kayaker over here, and you know these canals like the back of your hand, right?
Yes, I do. I've been doing tours here for about 3 years, and they are a lot of fun. There's so much biodiversity back here in the islands that we get to see so many cool things between manatees, dolphins, ospreys, herons, all sorts of wildlife out here in the islands that it is really cool.
That's what's so unique about the Space Coast area. They have done such a great job in preserving the natural habitat out here. So really anybody could do this type of kayaking with you guys.
Anybody, yeah. We don't require any experience for our tours, and this location's awesome because as soon as you launch in, you're right into the thick of things.
You guys offer a lot more than just this tour as well.
We do. We offer obviously the daytime, which is what we're about to do, but
Right.
then sunset tours, which are amazing, beautiful, so peaceful. And then after the sun goes down in the summertime, we have the bioluminescence.
It is awesome. So I've done it before, but Space Coast is a great place to do it. The water is just so colorful and lit up. That's a great activity in the summertime for you to bring your family out and not only daytime kayak, possibly do a sunset, but if you have a chance to explore the bioluminescence, I highly recommend it. It is so much fun. This is incredible in here, and you feel like you're in a whole nother world and being in these mangrove tunnels. What's the name of, I know you have different names for each one of them that we've been going through, This one I think is the most dramatic. What is the name of this one?
It is. It's really narrow, and so we call this one Boogeyman because it's kind of spooky. Such a different experience. It's almost like you've transported yourself into a different world back here.
I agree.
And it provides a lot of diversity to our tour.
It blows me away that we're 3 blocks from the beach. Like,
Exactly.
that's still incredible.
Yeah.
It's very exciting. I mean, I feel like, you know, we're kind of Indiana Jones doing the Great Explorer, but this is a blast. I love it.
Look, I'm gonna catch the biggest fish we got right here. He's on it right now.
Oh, you got another one?
Now there's, see him?
Oh, I see.
Oh, I see.
Oh, yeah.
No way.
I saw him right under the boat.
That's pretty nice, just swimming
Hey,
by.
Hey, that's how good Headwaters Lake
Yeah,
is right there.
that's
you just
amazing.
you just drop it over the side of the boat.
Right?
I didn't even
Same
have my
bait.
polarized glasses on. That's how
Yeah.
close he was to the boat.
That's
I
a
could
nice
see.
bass.
So I was waiting. I put my bait in the water, and I was waiting to where we're gonna cast again as her bait was drifting by, and I just looked down and I said, "There's a really good one right beside my bait," and I moved the shiner and I just watched him eat it.
Just right next to the boat.
That's so
like
cool.
Right
like
there.
right there.
Yep, right
Yeah, let's see if
Wow.
it happens again. I'm just gonna leave that in the water.
Yeah. So you really don't even have to cast, I guess.
Let that one go and see what happens. I just looked down and I was like, there's a nice one just looking at my, I mean, I
Right,
can
he's
see
like,
him right
hey.
behind it. Like,
He's like, hey, is that JT?
yeah.
Get ready for some more action-packed bass fishing. The bite gets hot and the bass get bigger.
Here's your favorite.
Right.
But you've fished all over the world and caught a lot of different species of
I have.
fish.
Let's Take It Outside is brought to you by Visit Space Coast. A trip to Florida's Space Coast is more than just a vacation, it's an adventure. Penn, superior quality and designs. Get ready for the battle. Minn Kota trolley motors, built to outlast, outmuscle, and outperform. The most trusted trolley motor on the water. Columbia Sportswear, innovation, function, and quality for all seasons.
So JT, I know fishing at home, bass fishing here is your favorite,
Right.
but you've fished all over the world and caught a lot of different species of
I have.
fish. What's left? What's on your bucket list?
So one of the things that like I've kind of got into lately, when I can get myself off of Headwaters,
Right.
has been going out and deep drop fishing. But it's anything, 400 or 500 feet and deeper. There's a lot of weird stuff out there.
Yeah,
and
you
it
don't
all
know what's
tastes
gonna
good.
come up, yeah.
It all tastes good. But honestly, when you live in an area like Brevard County, my bucket list now is like getting better at what I know I like. And that includes
Okay.
bass fishing. And like I said, we're bass fishing here today, but we have an amazing saltwater fishery here. There's no place like this place. It's
You
absolutely
can
amazing.
have it all. Okay. Well, I didn't even know I had a fish on for a minute. He was just sucking on it and not doing anything. But I'm grateful to get that bass in the afternoon because not as big as some of the ones we caught earlier this morning, but still a really nice species. And he was hungry. He was sucking on my bait. I didn't even realize that I had a bass on. He didn't even take any drag. He didn't do anything. He was just laying there. So I guess it's true. They do get lazy in the afternoon.
They do.
Got another bite. Switched out my bait. My other bait just wasn't cutting it. He was kind of lazy. As soon as I put this new bait on, a little bit better. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, it's better one.
whoops, hold on. There we go. Okay,
Nice.
good one. Putting on a fresh bait really made all the difference because my other bait was a little lethargic, so we switched it out. And seriously, within 1 minute, catching this guy right here. Taking it outside on the Space Coast really builds up a big appetite. One of the great things about Cocoa Beach is there is no shortage of locally owned and unique places to dine. One of my favorite places is the 4th Street Filling Station. It's an old gas station turned gastro bar. It's cool and eclectic. It has over 125 beers on tap and tons of menu options. When it comes to the culinary scene, the Space Coast is out of this world.
Coming up, Misty is flying high and hanging on tight as pilot Mark takes on a wild upside down ride in the sky.
There you go.
That's the biggest of the day.
Yeah.
Let's Take It Outside is brought to you by Resorts World Bimini. Discover Bimini in style. 4-star resorts and 4-star adventures. Bimini Blue Adventures, Bimini's outdoor adventure experts. Finnoor Sunglasses, precision optics engineered for the elements. Hummingbird Electronics, with Mega Down and side imaging. Fish have nowhere to hide. Simply, clearly better.
So we're about to embark on something, as usual, that I've never done before and go on a biplane ride with Florida Air Tours. Tell me a little bit about the tour that we're going to do, because I know we're going to do some regular flying, but also some aerobatics as well.
Yeah, so it is a two-seater. They were built as a one in the front and one in the back. And then
Right.
after the war, because the Waco was built a little bit wider, they had the room, and they got the FAA to certify to pull the seat out and put a bench up there.
Okay.
So 90% of our business is couples,
Right.
parents, children, that kind of thing, going together to share the experience. And that's the beauty of it. For the same price of a single flight, you can split the cost with two
Right.
people.
I love that.
So that's why it's a great business model for that reason. And the Waco is really the only aircraft that you can do that with.
We made it back safe. That's the number one first thing. And honestly, it was so exciting. You forget to be a little nervous or really worry about, how high up in the air. How high were we flying most?
We average about 500 feet. We stay down low, we don't climb very high. Our number one comment from people, the number one by far, is I can't believe how smooth that was.
What are some of the maneuvers? Because I don't know the technical terms of what we did while we were in the plane.
We would just call them basic aerobatics, nothing
Okay.
super crazy.
It seemed fun.
We
Yeah, I
keep a
wasn't scared.
positive G, meaning we don't do the kind of stuff where you feel like you're being pulled out of the aircraft.
Right.
So we did a couple wing overs and a loop and a roll.
This is a bucket list item when you come over here to the Space Coast. You have to do this. Okay. I think it's the one I lost a minute ago. Oh, yeah. That's nice. Okay. 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 I'm going to bring him over to you, Kenny.
All right.
There you go.
That's the biggest of the day.
Alright, yeah. Woo! That's the one I've been waiting for. This is nice. That's a nice bass. I don't normally catch bass like this. So I'm very, very happy. Check that out. Took a minute for him to take the bait, but he looks pretty good. Nice, healthy bass. Beautiful. Sometimes I shy away from bass fishing because it can be a little slow. I don't really do it that much. But I mean, coming out here, whether you're a beginner or an expert like this guy and this guy, I mean, the bite is hot. I mean, bass fishing and freshwater fishing over here is awesome.
It is. There's so much that we have here, but this, you know, this lake was built for this. This isn't just some random lake. This was built as a trophy bass fishing lake, and it obviously stands up to its reputation.
It does. So, I mean, if you're looking for a place to really bend a rod and land some nice bass, and hopefully a bass of a lifetime as well, this is the place to do it, and these are the guys to go fishing with right here.